Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. What up? What up? I was trying to pin. I don't know why that happens. So weird. Trying to pin the information. There we go. Okay. How y'all doing? Hey, Bobby. Hey. I needed a moment, you know. I gotta rest, all right? So I was resting. And my birthday's coming up. So was just doing some self-care. That's all. All right. Hey, y'all. All right. So happy Monday. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend wherever you are in the world. To my Jamaican peeps, I hope you guys are safe because was reading through, the blogs, and they were saying that Jamaica maybe hit really hard. So I'm just hoping that everything works out for them. All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozen. And today I'm reading for the Beautiful Handsome Collective. Hello, Collective. How you doing? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Okay. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. Also, don't forget to grab this awesome book here. It is called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It was created by me to help and assist the collective with healing, okay, from any different um, traumas that you may have experienced, okay? Financial trauma, generational trauma, mental trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma, etc. Okay, so definitely make sure you grab your copy here. It is called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It is readily available for purchase on Amazon. Okay. All right. So, channel message here is they weren't calculated. They were more so impulsive. Okay. This is gonna be a chill read, but like it's gonna be deep. Okay. So we'll see. So their actions weren't rooted in strategy. It actually was rooted by their emotions or driven by their emotions. They didn't plan the chaos. They reacted to the loss of control. So as I had some time to kind of sit with myself over this weekend here, I kind of dive deeper into, patterns surrounding why people do the things that they do here. And this is what I was able to come to a conclusion here surrounding these narcissistic individuals here. Um, that the things that they do, I think they may feel, and others too may feel that can you guys see me okay on YouTube? They may feel like they're being calculated, but in many ways I strongly feel that they're really impulsive. And I feel like the calculation part or the calculated part of this was just, it was more of like a test, if that makes sense. And the reason why I say that, because if it was really truly to me, this is my own personal perspective, okay? But I feel like that if they were really truly calculated, they would have been more detailed in regards to what they've done. Like they were very sloppy in their approach, which tells me that they were more so very impulsive. Okay. Okay, perfect. Just making sure. It just comes out that they're very impulsive. That makes sense. But anywho, um, I looked up the etymology of the word impulsive, and that is having the property of impelling or of force, a cause, or energy. Then I looked up the etymology of the word impel, and that is to push, strike against, set in motion, drive forward, or urge on. So these individuals love to get off on people's emotional outbursts, if that makes sense. They don't like when you're calm, because if you're calm, you're not giving them what they need here. They need that extravagant pull or push from you. Ah, yeah, and you ain't, yeah, like that. That makes sense. Like they want you to put on like this big behind show with like fireworks, if that makes sense, but surrounding your emotions here. And I feel like this is why they tend to be very impulsive, because they're looking for that same type of reciprocation from you, which is the actual impulsiveness, right? Um, so the more that they're able to get you to become impulsive, the more that they're able to be successful to like gravitate towards your emotions or kind of pull on your emotions, if that makes sense. What the hell? Y'all see this face right here? It was right here. Maybe it'll come back up. It's right here. Or maybe it's just me seeing it. Anywho, um, in order for this to truly work out for them, they have to have that, again, that extravagant force, if that makes sense. That's what I was saying. So here's a few signs here surrounding them being more so very impulsive versus calculated here. So a calculated person is going to keep their emotions masked to maintain power. They're not able to maintain their emotions because they're always talking about you in a negative way towards other people. They're very emotional over you, or they're very over the top emotional when it comes to you. You may not be aware of that, but there are people around you that are fully aware as to how this person keeps speaking about you. That makes sense. So with that being said, yeah. I keep saying, you don't know who walks with who. I keep saying it. But anywho, um, yes, so they're not able to mask their emotions to maintain their power. I feel like they feel that because other people are not aware of the darker side of them, that they're able to maintain some form of a facade of the power, if that makes sense here. So the emotions that they do give to them, the people that are witnessing it, it becomes normalized, or they make it normalized for the narcissist to continue to act in that way, if that makes sense. So when they like lash out or when they diss, it's kind of normal. So when, and I feel like they normalize it because the narcissists always feel one-sided, or they always think one-sided to the point where this is the only way that it's going to work because they say so. Nothing else is going to, it's like a fail proof type of thing, or this is what they're expecting, or this is what they're anticipating for it to be very what's the word, like fail proof here. But yeah, it wasn't fail proof here, and they're like true embodiment of who they are is now here to be shown. That makes sense. All right, so let's see. So a non-calculated person who doesn't have control of their emotions here will explode very easily. They'll do a lot of yelling, crying, or rage quitting, right? When things don't go their way. Their emotions expose them rather than conceal them here. So I feel here this is where the story here, I feel like they were trying to get you to be in this non-calculated space here, where you are very triggered very easily here. Because the more that you implode, you yell, you cry, or you rage on them here, it just shows that they, I don't know, it's just something about, it's like a very odd way of saying it, but they just have like a very, I don't know, it's like they get off of that. It's like they almost get off on it, like to see you yelling and screaming. It's just very odd. Very, very odd. Like somebody gets pleasure out of seeing someone yell or scream. That is really odd. Now, when it comes to them inconsistently lying here, they lie out of panic. This is why when someone comes to them or addresses them surrounding the connect or the situation here, they're not able to remember what they stated. They lie out of panic, not precision. So they're not even precise in regards to the lie that they're speaking or they're saying here. I feel for them, for the narcissistic individual here, when it comes to a form or false sense of precision here, I feel like they feel that anything that they say is going to stick, and that's the preciseness that they expect other people to just take or accept as is. But that's not the case here. Again, they lie out of panic. So their stories change depending on who they're talking to or how they feel in the moment. But then they forget what they said or stated, and the contradictions appear quickly here. So again, I strongly don't feel that they're very calculated. I feel that they're very impulsive here, because when someone asks you a question and you know the answer to the question, let's just say hypothetically you wanted to lie to save face or whatever the case may be, well, you're going to have to, of course, a lie is a panic when you're in a space and you know you kind of have to save yourself or whatever the case may be. You may have to utilize a lie in that way to ensure, you know what I mean? Um, it's like a panic impulse, if that makes sense. And what is a panic and what is an impulse? An impulse is something, it's having the property of impelling of a force. So something that's done quickly, something that's done, without thinking. It's just like, okay, that makes sense. So with that being said here, their stories are always changing depending on who they're talking to or how they feel in the moment. I strongly feel narcissistic individuals are very impulsive. They may not be physically out there with their impulsiveness, but there are many different types of aspects surrounding impulsiveness. You have emotional impulsiveness, you have spiritual impulsiveness, you have physical impulsiveness, you have verbal. Yes, you do. There are many different types. It just depends on how you're able to perceive the situation. But with that being said here, they're very impulsive, everything that they do. And most people may have just known this person to be more so emotionally impulsive, or that was the top one. Physical was there too, because they did a lot of physical things in an impulse manner to ensure, um, to ensure, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. So yeah, so they forget what they said, and then the contradictions appear pretty quickly here. So, um, then they tend to over explain or over defend themselves. So when confronted, they talk too much. They truly do. They can't shut up. They don't know how to shut up, which is why they're in the predicament, the situation that they're currently in. It's funny how they always say that you talk too much or you think you know everything, and you don't think or you don't act in a way that they keep perceiving that you should or that you do or that you don't, however it resonates here. But for the most part here, they're the ones that's telling you that you do too much or you talk too much, but yet they're doing way more than what you do. I feel like you speak, or there may be times where you may speak or over speak because you are explaining or you are giving the facts surrounding the situation, if that makes sense. So when confronted, they talk too much. They try to convince you emotionally. See, that's the key word right there. All they care about is your emotions. They don't care about nothing else. They try to convince you emotionally instead of intellectually, revealing insecurity rather than calculated composure. So yeah, they do too much when they get caught up because they have to get the heat off of them. They may tend to deflect. They may tend to gaslight. You know what I mean? They may tend to do a lot of things here to ensure that, okay, they may do a lot of things here to ensure um, that they can convince you emotionally that they have control over you. Yeah. Yeah, they have to overly control the situation emotionally. And if they have control over your emotions or have control over your feelings, well, then they can kind of do whatever they need to do or whatever they want to do. And that's what they're trying to do. But if there's no emotions, there's no energy, there's no nothing, anything to give to it, it doesn't work. And that's what they can't understand. Where are your emotions? You used to have it before for them more so, not for, you don't have the same type of emotions that you did before. And that's just, it's like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Next one is lack of subtlety. So their manipulation feels very obvious. Of course, they use guilt trips, silent treatments, or pity plays, but in ways that are easy to spot because they lack finesse or timing. Yeah. They don't time anything yet again because they're very impulsive. How can someone that is impulsive time something? I mean, truly, make it make sense. What could they possibly time? They're impatient. They don't have the patience or the time to plan something out, if that makes sense. So, yet again, they're very impulsive in many different ways, many different aspects of themselves. They just don't want people to see that part of them. There are many parts of them that they don't want people to see, because those many parts that they don't want people to see is actually, it's their Achilles heel. It is. I'm being so for real with you. It is. Because either they refuse to heal that part, or maybe they don't know that they need to heal that part. But for the most part, they don't want to heal that part, because when you say, or anyone for, will just say something in a positive way. Positivity is a form of healing. It is. When you're positive, you're constantly healing something or someone because of the positivity, you know what I mean, that you speak, that you're in, whatever the case may be. So it does heal. And when you speak, or when others speak of positivity, they can't stomach that. They can't. It's just like, ugh, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? If that makes sense. They hate your positivity. Your emotions bring forth positivity. It really do. And they don't like that. Imagine they're using the silent treatment on someone that loves silence. Oh man, because some of you guys, or most of you guys, or whoever, however resonates here, you like to be by yourself, or you like to be in quiet time or quiet mode. You don't really like all that rah 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 stuff. And they thought that would have drove you crazy, but no, you actually love that. You love silence. Thank you. Man, I know they over there kicking the table. Hey. Yeah, there's a war of themselves. Could be air. Could be an air sign. I have a stuffy nose, so y'all excuse me, okay? So we have Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Could be fighting. Air sign could just be more so communication. Or somebody's fighting with their words, or using words to fight, because this is late. So someone was studying you. What? Okay. Just hear me out. Let's go along with this, what's coming up here. So someone was studying you, or studying you very late, or they may stay up late to study you here. There was something about your words that made them nervous, or made them second guess themselves. So your words stuck, or your words stick to people or to others. This particular person didn't like that, so they would study you to have a comeback just in case. What do you need a comeback for? There's no competition, or a combat is a fight. What do you need a combat or comeback? BACKCOMBACK. For what reason? So we have war in air. Again, it could be a war of words, air sign. It could be actual air sign. It could also be mental as well too. So however it resonates. But someone, Mercury energy, strong Mercury, was studying you late. What else, please? We got music here. You love music, or they love music. Then we have Earth. This is someone you ate with. They ate in front of your face. Someone loves the color blue. This person left. Okay, they left on a plane. Just follow me. Just follow me. Someone could be an earth sign or air sign, however it resonates, but they left on the plane. You ate with this person, or this person played in your face. All right, you are receiving the answers to this. Okay. This person's in a lot of pain. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's pull into my petty deck. What's going on? Let's go deeper. We have hidden agenda. Somebody wanted to bring pain to you, or someone is in pain for trying to bring pain to you. That's the hidden agenda. So somebody was studying you like a hawk here, and they were emotionally exhausted because they weren't able to figure out what makes you tick, or basically your intellect or your smarts. Okay, I feel like I'm speaking to very intelligent individuals. Sometimes you wouldn't say anything, you just stay quiet, and most people would think like you're like a ditz or just dumb, or you don't know what you're saying, or you don't know anything. But when you speak up, or when you start to just speak in general, you know, you're like, oh, wow, that makes sense. Ah, that makes sense as to why they were very impulsive and not calculated. See, okay. I feel like they may have started off as trying to be calculated, and the reason why they started off trying to be calculated is because they wanted to learn the ins and outs about you in regards to what made you tick. They wanted to learn more about you intellectually, or they wanted to learn more knowledge about you surrounding the intellect or your intelligence, if that makes sense. That was the hidden agenda here. But they quickly become very emotionally exhausted because you started to see signs in regards to what was happening here. So the moment that you started to see signs for however this resonates for whoever it resonates for here, it started to put them in a very impulsive state here because they felt like they got caught. And they did get caught without being known they got caught, but they got caught. Yeah, liar. Uh-huh. They were lying to you. Yeah, secrets. Uh-huh. Plotting. It's like they wanted to know what you knew. Yep, on the down low. In this instance here, just in regards to they were sneaky or being sneaky here. This was a narcissist here that was trying to figure you out intellectually or your smarts for... They feel like your smarts are too smart for them. They feel like your intellect or your intelligence is too smart or more smarter than them. And that puts them at uneasy, or they make them very uneasy here. So there was someone that's doing a lot of air things surrounding you. Again, take how it could be air sign or just Mercury communication here. But it could have been a lot of like projection or a lot of shadiness. A lot of shadiness. Like this jacket. Oh, I like your little jacket. Oh, I like your little glasses. Like, why not just glasses or just jacket or hoodie? When people say, or when women, some women will say, oh, I like your little, that's a shade. What's, okay. Well, oh, I like your, I like the object, if that makes sense. Anywho, it's okay. That's why they're there, and that's why you're where you are. So we have Pisces here. Okay. Yeah, they suffer from low self-esteem. Could be a Gemini, however it resonates. You could be the Gemini, they could be the Gemini. But someone suffers from a lot of low self-esteem here. Pisces, Gemini, or air sign. They couldn't outsmart you. They wanted to, but they couldn't. You outsmarted them. Yeah, we have high priest or high priestess, however it resonates. Even though it say high priestess, it could be a high priest too. So just take it how it resonates, okay? But this person was evicted from your life, or you evicted them, or they got evicted with financial failure here. They thought they could run game on you, and they couldn't. Look, what it say? It say, hey, boo. Hey, boo. It say impulsive. They were very impulsive here. Yeah, sneaky. Yeah. Oh, they got to pay for this, boo. Yeah, psychic is in reverse. Someone was trying to tap into your energy, but they couldn't tap into it. So they had to figure out, they had to speak to you or talk to you because they couldn't tap into you energetically. They had to have more of a conversation. If that makes sense, because if you're more open to speak about yourself, well, then this is how they'll be able to gain intel about yourself. If that makes sense. Okay. And they still weren't able to do it with pathway in reverse. Even though, so however this resonates, okay? But even though they were trying to speak to you, they still couldn't get anything out of you. Somebody felt really threatened by your intellect. What? This is so childish. This is childish. Anywho, we got community here with thoughts, child. Wait. This is so damn childish, child. Anywho, we have I'm hearing Charles and Charles. Charles in charge. Community and thoughts. Yeah, so there's some kind of thoughts that are going about you in the community here. This is weird. Okay. But it's going to die down or ooh. I was come on now, Spirit. I wasn't going for that this early. God. Ooh. Okay. Well, what the hell is going on? It just shifted. Well, we got change in coffee here. This someone was doing some form of like incantation or some kind of a bad talk around you, which was unnecessary. And now they're sick, or their throat is sick, or they're complaining about their throat. They did not want this to come out here. They didn't want this like secret or plan or thing that they had devised. They didn't want it to come out here because they knew the moment that you knew, they knew that everything would stop, like halt or shift for them. That makes sense? This person can't tap into your energy. Even if they had a conversation with you, you don't say anything. You don't talk about deep parts of you. You keep that to yourself here. And they still weren't able to get anything out of you. But this coffin energy here, this person may fall. They may have a slip in a house. They may have a heart attack, an aneurysm. Y'all better, baby. Baby. Somebody talking bad about you, boo, baby, but they ain't gonna see this comment. Somebody aneurysm or heart attack, air sign or earth sign. Take that how that resonates. They won't stop. They will not stop. Wow, that's crazy. Look, false person. Yeah, they will literally be stopped at a whole. You see how everything is coming in like full circle with the impulsiveness of things in regards to what they're doing. Everything is impulsive. Everything's impulsive. They won't stop. A mature man is here, however it resonates. Or the mature man is the false person, whoever this mature man is in your life or in your story here. Could be your uncle, a brother, grandfather, ex, an ex-spouse, ex-lover, father, grandfather, foster father, adoptive father, however it resonates. Uncle. We got to show off here. So there is a man here or a mature man that's a false person that loves to show off. And showing off got him more than he can chew. Or showing off got people buzzing or talking about this person. There's an alcoholic here. Hey. Could be a Capricorn. We have frenemy here, however it resonates. Candle magic backfired, or they don't want to do candle, or they haven't done candle. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, whatever. So someone don't want to do candle work on you because they know it's very weak. Just hear me out. It's going to make sense, okay? They don't want to do any candles on you here because they know that the moment that they do a candle, you'll be aware or you'll find out or your intuition will just kind of like come. It will just, you'll know. Basically here. But there's something with word magic or mental magic here and that got them caught up too. Depression and no communication. You stop talking to this person, whoever it resonates for. You leave an imprint on people. Whether good or bad, but most likely probably bad here because you connect with or people connect with you that are that needs a lot of healing or they need a lot of like help or assistance surrounding healing, but they don't either they don't want it or they feel like they don't need it. So allies in reverse. You were trying to be an ally, but they don't want you as an ally, and this is why they have trust issues. And anything that they don't trust, they destroy. Does that make sense? So if they don't trust you, why would they stick around you? Yeah, because they feel like you're hiding something and you weren't hiding anything. But yet again, they were trying to challenge you intellectually or challenge you with your intelligence here because they thought you were hiding something within your intelligence. So they may have done things or said things towards you to see where your mind was at. That's also a form of a power play as well, too. See, I keep saying there are many different types of plays these narcissists love to kick or they like to play, if that makes sense. It just depends on how, I'll say, impulsive they are. Not even strategic, just more so impulsive. Okay? So you're dealing with many different tiers and forms when it comes to narcissists. But this seems like frenemies here we're speaking about now. Okay? That were very impulsive, trying to come at you in any kind of way. Irresponsible. Yeah, they're very irresponsible here. They don't have any self-control surrounding their irresponsibility, but they love to blame others for it. And this is why they're burnt out, because of them constantly blaming others. But it's something about you. They've been complaining or are complaining about you, and now they're burning themselves out here. And they are afraid that you find out, or that you're going to know what's going on. I keep saying, I don't understand. People have issues, people every day. Who cares? It's just not that serious. But I feel like the ones that make it serious is the ones that are the one that's creating the fear, or the one that's putting others in fear based on, their assumptions, or more so what they're doing to others. Like, leave it alone. It's not that serious. This person's making it serious. Why, like, they don't like you, but they talking about you behind your back? Leave it alone. If I don't like a person, I don't talk about them. I mean, does that make sense? Or if I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk about you. Why am I talking about you? I don't like you. That's what we try to say. Like, sometimes people, all they have are words, and when you're able to really break through or read between the lines of the words, they'll be like, "Did you really just say that?" Like, it just doesn't make sense. And this person doesn't make sense. They don't like you, but yet they're still talking about you. Is it shit? It's growing into an obsession now. Like, it's just weird. But don't worry, they're stuck. Yeah, they got stuck energy, and karma. Family is here, so if they're with family, their family now has karma. They're like spreading karma with this stuck energy. Yeah, they got stuck. They're like stuck here energetically. Could be a Libra, however it resonates. This is weird. In a string of bad luck. Good news is in reverse. Yeah, good news is in reverse here. Good morning. How you doing? This person knows that there's no match. There's no... You'll blow them out the water, child. You see my spirit there? Yeah. Yeah, there's a face there. Keep the monitor. All right, let's see. Yeah, we have... Interesting. Somebody eating Nabisco crackers or cranberry or something like that. We have the Tower here. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. This person is stuck. It's like every time you disconnect or someone disconnects from you, it's always some kind of a ridiculous something. And it always turned out to be one-sided with the Five of Wands and the Death card here. Yeah, this person is no match. Somebody eating tripe or you making soup. There's something about grits, cheese grits. That makes sense. This person's impulsiveness is not going to get them far here. It's just going to end the conflict before it even begins. Yeah, you're leaving a really strong hold on whoever this person is to you here, but you're leaving a really strong hold on this person, and they don't like that. Bottled up. They have bottled up intensity towards you, or they're bottling up, or they may have been bottled up how they felt about you. because they felt that if they would have said something, you would have like lashed out or yell or scream at them, and you're not even on that type time. But this person feels like you are. Maybe you had to show that part real quick. Yeah, you had to let them know that you're not the two and the three. You're gonna always be the one, okay? So you may have, somebody may have seen a side of you that they normally don't see, and they, yeah, it really, it froze them. It's like they were desperate to get this to come back out, that side of you to come back out, because they wanted to humiliate you, but more so intellectually. Yeah, they wanted to humiliate you intellectually, but they were desperate for you to like lash out or scream out. And it didn't work. This person's afraid to do, I'm hearing I'm afraid, or this person's afraid to do candles or wanting to do candles, specifically candles or some form of a ritual against you, but know that they can't. They want to, but they can't. And they know why they can't. Because they can't beat you. Duh. That's the unspoken truth. Duh. Oh, Lord, y'all, they just wasted time. But they feel hurt by you. They do. They misread the signs about you. They thought something different about you, and it wasn't right. It was completely wrong. And when you redirected or you corrected the signs, they didn't like that. So they feel obligated to get back at you or try to get a pushback or push up on you. But it's just it's not going to work. It's going to fail. It's just a waste of time, space, energy. Yeah, reckless is here, and they're going to be reckless. Reckless is back to being impulsive. Impulsive is having the property of impelling force, cause, or energy. They trying to get you riled up. They trying to get you to argue and fight with them here. And you're not giving them anything like that. So the etymology of the word impel is to push, strike against, set in motion, drive forward, or urge on. They're trying to urge up on you or push up on you here to argue and fight with you, but it's not going to work. They're trying to get other people to come in. They're not playing it safe. They're talking about you to other people here to get other people to come towards you to get you into a fight. That's coward bullshit is what that is. It's coward. It's pussy. It's BS is what it is. Let's be for real. That's what it is. Sometimes you just got to lay it on the table as it is, and that's what it is. How in the hell that one person initially has an issue, they can't come talk to you as a mature person to speak out what the issue is. They automatically assume the worst of the worst. Then they have to do what they got to do. Then they got to get a whole crowd of people just to make themselves feel good about themselves, to get them people on board, to rile them up. They just wasting time, space, effort, and energy. Life, they just wasting everything, child. They just wasting time when it comes to this stuff. They really are. But yet again, this person feels obligated that they have to get you back some way, somehow. For what? Speaking the truth? You can't keep saying that you are the truth, or a person can't keep saying that they're the truth, but when the truth is speaking, you're flabbergasted by the truth. What do you I mean, if you speak truth, then you're like, oh dang, yeah. What are you flabbergasted by the truth for? Make it make sense. They say they're truthful, but when truth hits them right in front of their face, they can't handle the slap. They can't handle the smack. Yeah, they had unseen. They don't know anything about you. They think they do. Even if they were around you, they still don't know a darn thing about you. No one really do. You have a lot of unseenness to you. And you keep that private, as you should. You can still be an open book and be very private. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Yeah, you can. You sure can, boo. Somebody's name is Bobby, or you were listening to Bobby Brown or New Jack Swing. Breadcrumbing. Yeah, this person was trying to breadcrumb you here because they needed things from you. Just weird. I don't understand. So they needed your help. You helped this person, however it resonates. Then they trying to breadcrumb you from the help that you gave to them. They breadcrumb you for and from the help that you gave to them. Make that make sense. You're helping them, but they're breadcrumbing you with the help that you gave to them. And they thought this would last because what? I'm okay. You just gotta let people be. Cause it's like, what now? Say what again? You said what? Okay. Baby, this is pathetic with a capital Patooey. Okay. Yeah, divine timing is here. Yeah, things happened in a way where you were able to see how it needed to be seen. Yeah, this person's deep fake. They're not who they say they are. They're not as truthful as they may come off. They may tell a lot of half-truths. Or they may tend to embellish the truth. How can you embellish truth? Let me look up the etymology of the word embellish. All right, to render beautiful, beautiful, handsome, pretty, fine, embellish, enhance, enhancing the truth. How you can't enhance the truth? The truth is what it is. This is all BS, man. This is all BS. Embellish in truth, embellish. The etymology word embellish is to render beautiful, make something look a certain way. How you want to embellish truth? Is what it is. You can't embellish it. You can't change it. You can't decorate it. You can't do anything to it because that's what it is. So this person had a lot of half truths, and they always talk about I am telling the truth. They ain't weird, y'all. These people weird. I wasn't done with this day. I'm sorry. They're so weird. It's like they beautify the truth. You don't ever have to beautify the truth. You don't. It's what it is. So deep fake represents convincing lies, altered truths, virtual deception. Seeing is no longer believing. Yeah, this person is not really, they may come off as nice. They might be nice, but their intentions are not nice. So that doesn't make them nice. Doesn't make them kind either. If you come off kind and you act kind, yeah, well, poker face, but their intentions, they have darker intentions. They're not a kind person. I don't care how you come off. You can come off one way, but you can operate or act, action in a different way. And I feel like this is what this person did here. They try to play in your face with poker face. And you saw right through their BS here. Yeah. Hidden agenda. The hidden agenda here is that they wanted brand new things. And the only way that they could get brand new things were from you or staying close to you or staying connected to you here. Yeah, they wanted that. The hidden agenda has a hook. Yeah, the hidden agenda has a hook here. They were trying to hook themselves to you, or the gift or the presence of you is what they were trying to do here. But yet again, they were trying to breadcrumb you with the help that you gave to them. That's really odd. Yeah, breaking cycles, and you broke that cycle. You did. You did. You broke that cycle. They're still in the same cycle, but even worse. They're going to spiral out of control mentally. Because again, this person tried to mentally mess with you, like intellectually. They tried to Yeah, they're going to lose everything, whoever this person is. May even lose themselves, if you catch my drift. This is... Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. It always ends this way when things don't work. Yeah, me versus me. It's you versus you and them versus them. Yeah. And they're going to... It ain't crash out. They're doing word projections or speaking ill. And there was no reason to speak ill about you because you helped this person. So all of this wasn't required because you helped this person and they thought you should have helped them more. I'm gonna say it again. You don't know who walks with who. You don't know who walks with who. You sure don't. You don't know who walks with who, but people are learning. They're learning. Someone's name is Ernest. Yeah, they're puzzled. Yeah, someone is speaking on you negatively. You'll see it play out. They are so perplexed by the turn of events. Sad. You're graduating, on the other hand, meaning that you passed this test. So maybe this was like a past test. Maybe you had hit a brick wall recently and you were tested and you passed it with flying colors here while this person is staying back. You do have Bonnie and Clyde here. So a couple could have been doing this towards you. There's also love bombing here. I'm hearing Eddie Murphy, or you could be watching Eddie Murphy movies, Daddy Daycare. I think, was he on 21 Jump Street, I believe? There's Rebound here. So you want to take this out as resonates. There is a third party here. You may hear about a third party. Ooh. We'll say Lorena Bobbitt. Y'all remember Lorena Bobbitt? Ugh. There's someone that's trying to get back to you, close to you from the past here, but there's a third party here that doesn't want that. And there's a third party here that made Lorena Bobbitt someone. Someone's at this. So there's a lot of like head things next maybe week or two. A lot of mental breakdowns. A lot of like mental torture. Like the next 2 weeks or so. Yeah, it's... So make sure you guys keep your head in a good mental space, okay? That's very important. That's imperative. Make sure you keep your mind on positivity, music, writing, drawing, painting. Try not to get caught up in everything that's happening because it just seems like there's like a decline happening mentally. So make sure you keep your mental space on a high up or positivity here. Yeah, because it just seems like all of the players involved here, a lot of them are going through a lot of mental things, mental issues. Yeah. And just crashing out. Yeah, ghost. The ghost is here. We have supersized me. Yeah, they were doing too much surrounding this, and all of their skeletons are out the closet here. I feel like that's what's causing the mental breakdown, because all their business, all their secrets are out in the open. Yeah, I think that's what's really causing them to. But yet again, they're the one that caused their secrets to be out in the open, because they're the one that were talking about it. They were saying you were doing it, but you weren't doing it. It was their things that they were doing, but they pushed it on you. And then when people found out that you weren't doing it, again, they put their own business out in the streets. They did. What did you do? Thank you. Again, being impulsive. They were very impulsive with their whole time, their whole being, their whole life, everything. Everything about them is so impulsive. And it shows in their actions. Yup, they use their own personal secrets that they were doing on themselves or with themselves, and they place it on you initially. When that didn't work, in that boomerang, now everything that they said, and also you said, you just confirmed what they said about themselves was the truth. That's all you did, was confirm with truth. How else were they going to break you down? They needed you to live like them. So they needed you to be in their space while they're in your space. And they were willing to fight you for your space by any means necessary. They were willing to do that. So, okay. So when they tried, they realized they failed. Hey, it is what it is. So as I mentioned, now they're in their head with the Nine of Swords. They're in their head because their secrets about themselves are out. They are the one that put their secrets out. They're the ones who can't keep a secret, not even about themselves. They can't even stay quiet about themselves based on the actions that they took. Yet again, being very impulsive about themselves. And look where impulsiveness got them. Exactly where they deserve, in the hot seat of their own BS. So they have no one to blame but themselves. Everything is one-sided, one-track mind. The world is not a one-track mind. The world is a circle, or the world is a 360. It's a full circle moment. Everything has a full circle moment. So if they started off with the lie of themselves and they projected onto you, why would they not think that that would turn back around into their court or that yard? If that makes sense. And then watching you getting mad at you because you see them as guilty because they're telling on themselves here. Now they watch you like a hawk, trying to overthink you and trying to see what you know and what you hiding based on what they did and what they said. Make it make sense. So it's like you're fighting this battle, this invisible battle against someone that created a battle for themselves against themselves. And they want you to join in on this battle that they created for themselves. This is a lot. A lot of this is happening in relationships right now. It doesn't matter what type of relationship, whether it's platonic or intimate, but it's still happening a lot in relationships on a day-to-day. And a lot of people don't see that at all. The one that's at fault is going to make you at fault and then make you feel bad for everything. So that way they can just kind of step away from feeling the faultness of what they've done. So now you're carrying on the burden, you thinking and you're assuming that you're at fault at something, and then you know they're at fault. So you're carrying two burdens. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Every impulse, every idea, every whatever. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. Oh, ding, ding. Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. And they just do it impulsively. They gonna worry about the after effects after or later. Then it gets to a point where they start to uh, master it. Because if they get away with a couple of things, oh, okay, all right, cool, all right, well, and they realize it's working for them temporarily, well, then they're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over until everything just builds up and now it starts falling down, collapsing right in front of their face. And that's what's happening. Their own doings of themselves are collapsing in front of everyone to see. Now you understand when I say it's really important to dive deep within yourself, because the more truthful that you are of self, it's not going to affect you. Yeah, people are going to say a lot of hurtful and harmful things towards you. But if it's not true, it shouldn't affect you, because if it's not going to affect you, it's not going to show up anywhere on you. It's not going to show up. They were like, well, they said you was such and such. And you were like, what are you talking about? Yes, they said, such and such. You were like, that's not true. What do you mean that's not true? Well, that's what we heard. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. And you la-di-da about life and you go about your wife. You go about your way. Somebody about to be a wife. Ooh, make sure I hit my cake. That's all I ask. I just want a piece of wedding cake. No. Yup, that piece right there. Yup, with a little bit of icing right there. We're about to be a wife, okay? Congratulations. But yeah, that was a Freudian slip. But anywho, it's like they play, they get you to play you first. No. They get you to play them first. This is the whole game, impulsive game. They get you to play them first. And then once they feel that you kind of step into this trap, but it's more of like a trap though. So they'll do certain things and say certain things to get you to feel like it's your fault. So they want you to play them or come off as if you're playing them. When they feel like they have enough evidence or enough whatever to do this foolish thing here, then they're going to start to get you to fight against you. So it's like you're fighting two things at once. You're fighting them, and you shouldn't be fighting them, and you're also fighting yourself. So it's like really a survival of self, because they don't want to take care of themselves. They don't want to heal themselves. They don't want to do anything when it comes to self. But if you're able to, they're going to just dump all their baggage of themselves onto you, and then you're also taking care of yourself. It's a lot. And this is where the mental breakdowns come in, when there's too much to handle or too much to do, however that resonates here. So it's imperative or very important to ensure that you're not carrying other people's burdens. And I strongly feel this person or group of people wanted you to uh, carry their burdens or carry their baggage here with the Two of Swords, because they were very indecisive in regards to what they wanted to do. They didn't know what they wanted to do. They knew you knew what you wanted to do or what you needed to do. And they didn't want to be responsible for themselves here. So they tried to place it onto you. But it came, that's why I keep saying it came at a price here, more so intellectually, if that makes sense. This person is trying to match you or try to supersede your intelligence or your intellect, however it resonates here, and it didn't work. It actually just made you stronger. So going back to impulsive here, or embellish. Embellish is to render beautiful. They were trying to embellish the truth. Again, you don't have to embellish the truth, because the truth is always going to be what that is. Why do you have to bedazzle truth? For what? That's what it is. You ain't got to make it pretty. It is what it is. You can do that with lies, though. So that tells me that this person was telling half truths or half lies. They weren't giving everything. To be honest, this may sting a bit, but I really don't care. These type of people are just boring. You're doing all that to get what? Well, what's the end goal? To just get left or get dismissed or get disconnected from? Like, what's the end goal of this? Because this just doesn't make sense. You're doing all this for what? Because they can't study you? They can't study you. They can't figure you out. They think that you're an anomaly. They think that you're very different. You're very rare, and they want to study you. Why not? Why not just be authentic about it then? Like, why do all that? We have the Wheel of Fortune here that's in reverse. They have no control over this ending here. I don't know why this person felt that they can talk ill about you just because it may not do candle or spell work, whatever. The speaking is still a form of some form of spell because words are spells. It is. Words are spells. So they were talking ill about you and their life still is crashing down. It just doesn't make sense. Well, seem like you have that effect on people. When you try to help them and you move away, they get upset. They want to talk bad about you. Okay, who cares? Whatever. Seven of Swords here is in reverse. They are exhausting, but let them be exhausting to themselves. As long as you're not in the middle of any of what they got going on, that's all that matters. Yeah, they're shocked. They're super shocked that you caught on to them. You were never supposed to know this. Yeah, you were never supposed to know what they were doing. Yep. The future. So you're leaping. You could be quantum leaping. You could be quantum leaping into the future. All this is blowing up in their face, not yours. You may see the actual, show of this going down here. This is fated to happen. Your transformation is a sight to see for the ones that's doing the work. Yeah, if you're doing your work, you'll see. Yeah, it's a freedom. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you will see what's what. You are super protected. Super. You are super healing and super protected. You are super healing and super protected here. You are. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Eyes is in reverse. The evil eye that they say or they look or whatever, it just bounces back on them. Well, people are learning. They can't just do and say what they want when it comes to you. People are learning. And the ones that refuse to learn, well, they'll feel. Who don't hear will feel. And now most of them are in the stage of feeling because they refuse to hear what you are saying. So it is what it is. Could be a Leo. Oh, well, we got Taurus. Thank you. We have Pisces. We have Gemini. I think I said Libra and Aries as well. I did say Gemini. We have Scorpio. Taurus. Libra. Virgo. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to get into the group called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It is on Facebook, okay? So if you're looking for a group to help get you out of, like, say, stagnancy that you might be not aware that you have surrounding your shadows, definitely get into the group. My only requirements is I ask is if you are a participant or you engage within the group, because the more that you engage, the more help and assistance that you can receive, okay? So Wisdom Beyond Wounds, readily available for purchase on Amazon.com. Thank you so much for your immense support. And also my birthday is coming up. So yes, I do have a list. Yes. I have a list. So if you feel interested or you feel led to get me something on my birthday list, it is truly appreciated. My birthday is Saturday. So I'll be posting it for a week until my birthday. Hey, it is what it is. But yes, I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You are truly appreciated. Yes, my birthday's on Saturday. So I'm excited. Yeah. Um, you guys are truly appreciated. Go out there and be freaking great because that's what you came here to be and do. You're here to be great. You're here to do great things. And don't allow anybody to stop you in becoming the greatness or the great person that you know that you are. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, TikTok. Thank you. Instagram, Facebook. Thank you. YouTube. Thank you. See y'all soon.